Hey guys, Orla here from GBO, your women's gear review channel. Today we are reviewing the Stolt Podium Backpack. So this is a London-based brand and I'm actually so excited to have tested out this backpack. This is their small commuter backpack, and for those who don't know, Stolt is an independent endurance sports brand focusing towards backpacks that are designed for the urban road runners, cyclists and city commuters. I am actually training for a Race for Life run on the 19th of May and this backpack couldn't have arrived at a better time. Stolt has sent this backpack out to me for review, but rest assured nobody has told me what to say and I am going to be giving my honest review. So I have been testing it for a couple of weeks now, and with it being lined with that active style backpack, I have taken it with me on my walks and runs. The commute for me to work is about 45 minutes to an hour, less if I am running, which is great for getting training in. And what I've been doing is packing this bike up to walk to work, and then on my journey home I have been running back. In this review I will give you all the details of this backpack, pros and cons, who it is for and who it is not for. So let's get cracking with the summary of this backpack. So this backpack is priced at £149, which is roughly $190 depending on your conversion rate. So they do ship free to the UK, and orders over $100 are free to all international orders. Europe, US and the rest of the world are expected of a delivery of 7 to 10 working days, and for the UK it is about 1 to 3 working days, and they do also offer a 2-year warranty. This backpack is made up of 500D recycled polyester YKK zippers with a water repellent finish with antimicrobial treatment, which is ideal for those using this as their active backpack because it works with combating sweat and odor, so you might smell like but at least your backpack won't. The locks are not lockable, but you could go ahead and put on your wee tiny lock if you wanted to. They do have kind of custom pullers here with their logo on it, and it just gives that nice little premium touch. So the dimensions are 28 centimeters by 41 centimeters by 11 centimeters, and that's 11 inches by 16 inches by 4 inches. And the capacity is 10 litres and it does expand to 13 litres. It is a weight of 0.7 kg, which is 1.5 pounds, but we do like to weigh it. I'm going to weigh it here while it is fully packed, so it's packed out for what I have it most days, and I'm going to go through that throughout this video so you can see what you can kind of get into it, but I just want to weigh it to show you what it can kind of go up to in terms of weight. Yeah, just over 6 kg, so it does pack up nicely. Okay, let's get into the features of this backpack. So first up, you have the laptop compartment here. They've gone ahead and put in a nice little hood for your zip here that you can slide into the back, and that just makes it much more sleeker. If you open up the back here, then this is where your laptop compartment is. It is just space. There is a lovely nice padding here on the back. At the bottom as well, there is a bit of padding. There's not a lot in terms of dropping it down. You can feel the laptop at the bottom, but there is lovely padding here on the back. It does fit my 11 inch, no bother. It does run up to about 15.5 inches. You could try and shove in a 16 inch if you wanted to. It is about 10.5 across. If you are trying to shove in a 16 inch, you might have a bit of trouble trying to close it, and it might just hit the top because there is a bit of like material here helping cover the laptop compartment. In terms of comfort, it doesn't compromise the back system because there is a lot of padding and thickness here, so you don't even feel the fact that you have your laptop shoved in the back there. So I'm just going to set my laptop down. Then you have your only kind of handle here, which is your top grabbing handle. There isn't really a lot of comfort to it, but it just does the job if you are picking it up and going. I wouldn't really feel comfortable holding that for long periods of time, but it does the job. So onto the back system here, you do have stowable straps via the kind of plastic buckles here. Usually I'm not a fan of plastic kind of style buckles, but I feel like with an active backpack, I feel like it just goes really well with that urban kind of style, especially for commuting to and then on the go. They also have the beautiful cushioned mesh here for the padding on the back system with a fabric panel down the middle. You have a movable sternum strap and you also have your waist belt, but the waist belt itself is not removable. You can store it away in the kind of back system here, so they have created this kind of sleekness if you were to use this backpack as just carrying it from the top and you wanted everything kind of tucked in behind the back. So with regards to the kind of expansion from it going from 10 litres to 13 litres, it has a completely different kind of system that I'm used to in terms of expansion. So If you want to expand this up, you've got your 2 zips here, and they run just down to about there, so they don't fully extend, which kind of gives it this weird shape, almost like it's fallen forward, if you can kind of see, and it does look a bit awkward on the back, but nonetheless it does what it needs to do in terms of getting the most out of your space. If you want to kind of get into that front kind of pocket here, you can. You don't have to fully extend it open. You could just top load it and look inside, or you do have the option to kind of pull it down, and these ones stop here as well. And inside here, I have opted for a water bottle. I've actually fitted 3 water bottles in here. Don't ask me why I have 3. Usually I have this one, another 500ml, and then a smaller kind of flask for coffee and stuff. But today I have opted for the water bottle and purse that have fitted nicely in there, but you can definitely get way more in there. As mentioned, I've chucked a lot of water bottles in there, and yes, I need to get rid of this plastic one. So that is that in terms of the inside. Just be aware that the interior is quite dark, so depending on the lighting and stuff, and if you want, you can fully open it like that, so then you can see exactly what's inside there. And I love that because look at the material. There was a bit of water spilt and I can just wipe that off, so that's amazing for me. If we just close this up, we can go into the kind of back pocket here, or the middle pocket, where you can access this from top loading if you want, or you can fully extended opened. Now today I've actually packed a bit light. Usually I would have some gym shoes in here, more snacks, and kind of really pack this out to the full. And what I love is that they have kept this so minimal in terms of organization. That's what I'm just a lover of. So on the kind of side here, you do have a smaller pocket where I have opted to keep anything that I might need to take back from the office to home to work from there, like hard drives, USB kind of ports, or SD cards. I can kind of keep in there and keep separate from the rest of either gym stuff or makeup or chargers or food, so that I know that's kind of just safe in there. Also, it would have been handy maybe if they put a kind of key lash in there, so it would just be simple to then, I don't know, get into the bag and have this as your top pocket so that you could get your keys out. But they've opted to just keep it really, really simple. Then what I love is that they've sectioned off another compartment here where you can opt to put in your clothes or anything if you are kind of running to the office and you want to get changed. Then you have this extra compartment here, and it is handy then for just packing up and going if you want to take this bag with you to another country and you're thinking of being active while you're out there. You want to shove a bit of weight in here, then you can do that. So in here, I've opted for paper because apparently I can't remember anything, so I have to write all my thoughts down on random piece of paper and then lose them. And inside I have snacks. As mentioned, I usually have way more. So that's that, and I have some gym gear, a charger. I've been getting mad migraines, so some migraine tablets, plasters, and some thumb tape. So you can definitely pack this up way nicer. I'll show you it with some packing cubes in there so you can kind of see what you can fit inside.
Hey guys, I'm Bradley and this is Kazi. We are from Dream Big, Travel Far.
And we are running weekly gear giveaways in collaboration with Gear by Orla.
And if you want to be in with a chance to win, then hit that subscribe button and go to the first link in the description to join the newsletter.
Be sure to check your inbox every week to see if you are that week's lucky winner. We'll see you there.
So for a fit check with a jacket on or even like a jumper, I find it super duper comfy. I love the fact that this is really cinched into my body and I can taper tight it. Now, the sternum strap, when I like everything cinched in, I'm finding it hard to breathe. This is the furthest it goes. And that's the further it goes, like in terms of stretching here. And as you can see, my girls are being pushed, which is grand because when you're running, they'll keep them in place. But in terms of breathing, I don't know. The hip or the waist belt, my waist is here. This is coming up to my ribs, so a wee rib belt. But in saying that, because in terms of fit, for the record, I am 5'6". And this is what it looks like on me. The thing is, this might look awkward, but see, when you're running, it is super ideal in terms of just staying in place. Like, I'm running, and especially when it is fully packed, even when it is lightly packed, everything just feels amazing. The mesh is amazing. Even the fact that these are up in my ribs, I don't even care, because I don't actually find the kind of pockets here on the hip belt any beneficial, because I have to reach back anyways to get whatever I need in. You could fit AirPods. I can't fit my phone in with the cover, but I can fit it without the cover. Just as a wee example, you can fit it in, but I couldn't fit it in without the cover in there. So that was a bit of a bummer in terms of having somewhere when I'm running to put my phone. So I found that I was keeping that in my pocket and I was just flapping about. Whilst I absolutely love the mesh, and although it is a bit of a funny fit, it really does work for me, especially when running or walking, because I walk like the speed of lightning. I am a power walker, so it's just nice to know that everything is really secured. In terms of the mesh, I think because I like it so against my back, it then doesn't get enough airflow, so it does get really, really sweaty. Although you're gonna smell. The backpack isn't, but it does get really hot and it wet. What would have been good in terms of just comfort wise, because if I kind of let this go, now we're getting choked by the sternum strap. If you try and pull that down and pull that, there we go. You might think, oh my god, that works, but then I don't feel like when I'm running it's as secured. So I would have loved if we could have had some straps here to cinch in, to just pull it in, and then that way it would have been perfect in terms of it being on my waist, whereas I prefer it to be up here. My girls are heading towards my toes, but sure, and the hip belt is up in my ribs, but I like it. So what our lovely Sabrina went ahead and made was this amazing box that replicates the kind of EasyJet measurements, which is absolutely perfect, because then you can kind of just give an idea of measuring up with your own airline, see what you can get into this, see what you can't. In terms of a personal item, with it expanded, now that is why it is great for putting away your stowable hip belt or waist belt and straps, because then you can fit it under the seat without feeling like they're going to get ruined. Let's have a nosy. Expanded, you're absolutely grand. Fits in nicely, and definitely would be grand unexpanded. So this backpack is water repellent, so it will keep your valuables dry, so it won't stop you from running or walking in rain. It is compact, it is comfortable, to the point. There is no real organization with it, which I absolutely love. So it is ideal if you are an active person who wants to take advantage of being active on your way to or from the office. Probably would say do the activity on your way back, unless you have access to like a shower or facilities where you can kind of wash yourself at the end. Because I did run here to the office the other day and I drank the whole day. It was beautiful. For me, it is definitely a 10 out of 10 for performance and getting me to hit my goals whilst working my little arse off at work. And then at the end of the day, I can work my arse off by running back. However, there is definitely room for improvement. In terms of keeping this bag clean, it is one of those ones where you are going to have to wipe it down with like a damp cloth or something. As you can see from putting it into the box, it kind of picks up on the dirt. And also it is like a dust and hair magnet, like that kind of material it just sticks to. But to be honest, that doesn't really bother me, but I'm sure it does bother a few of you. Just in terms of the expansion, it isn't as quick and easy as I would like, especially when the zips get caught in the material. Another thing is that the kind of waist belt, the pockets are too small, especially for my phone with its cover, and sometimes I keep like cords in the back of my phone, so you could say get rid of your cover, but I don't want to. The one thing that was really, really disappointing, and I'm sure there is a reason for it, but I can't think of why, there is no water bottle compartment. When I'm running, I'm dying. Okay, the thirst is real. So the fact that there isn't anything that I could just grab while running or even walking, like on the go. I love a water bottle compartment on the outside. Even on the inside would have been fine, I guess, but there is no kind of anything. Again, maybe in terms of keeping this like an active backpack, I get that it is for commuting as well, but kind of give both. The laptop compartment could have done with like a water bladder or something, so that people that are using this as their active style backpack, they have the option then, if they don't want to put their laptop in there, they could put their hydration pack or water bladder in the back. Another thing is that there is no kind of quick access pocket in terms of just swinging the bag around and while you're on the go, to get maybe something that you need, or even if that's where you put your phone and you can swing the bag around on the go. There isn't anything like that. This is kind of just simple and to the point. It was really nice to see on the laptop compartment that you have this kind of hooded cover for the zips. I would have loved to have seen that maybe down here, especially when you are putting the expansion down. Then it would have protected these lovely kind of custom designed zipper pullers. So to just kind of round up, I really do like the fact that you can tuck away the waist belt if you like, as well as the straps. That kind of just gives it that sleek day pack office look, rather than an active backpack. Then when you need it, you can turn it into the kind of active style if you want. It would have been great to have maybe a kind of side handle as well, especially for getting out in the underseat, this seat in front of you on a flight, or just maneuvering it as like a briefcase mode as well. I think this backpack is ideal for those who are active commuters, who are looking for a lightweight, expandable backpack that they can be active with without feeling like they're lugging half of the office home with them. It is a small, compact backpack that distributes the weight nicely. I don't think this isn't suited for a specific person because it is niched towards the specific audience, so you'll know whether or not it is right for you or it is something that you are keen on. I have to say it has been a great backpack for me in terms of achieving my fitness goals. I mean, that does sound really dramatic, but it doesn't limit me. So if I do need to run home or I do need to cycle, not that I do, but it doesn't limit you. It always helps enable you to those goals whilst keeping it classy, so you can transform it when you're sweating in the office. That is a good thing to know, is that whilst I don't cycle, it is great in terms of keeping that distribution of weight while you are bent over. There is no like swaying with it, especially when it's expanded and not expanded. Everything in there is just suction to your back if you want it to be. So this is the end of the review. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not join the GBO community and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give us a wee like and a comment, and thank you for watching. Bye.